Peacemaker Season 2 has finished, and when the season started, it didn't pull me in as much, kind of compared to how the first season did. So I kind of felt that maybe the season might be a little bit of a questionable one. I think having so much build up from the fact this is a season that is taking place directly after the events of Superman, it kind of puts some pressure on its expectations. Peacemaker Season 1 did a really good job of storytelling for Peacemaker, and there are some repeated fundamentals to what made this show in this new season, and kind of even the bad fundamentals. Like, Peacemaker Season 1 is a good show, but man, James Gunn has really got to relax. Like, I remember being so tired in Season 1, seeing the same repeated humorous arguments that are supposed to make you laugh. Like, they just contain these banters between the other characters, especially when it's like Peacemaker or Adrian or somebody, and they're just like, well, you and this and that, but I was about this, but do it, I did this, so you don't hate me, and it just like goes on for a minute straight, and it's like, man, this humor went on like for the whole season. And look, I would be lying if I said Season 1 also didn't make me laugh a lot, but you have to know where to place it, and you also have to know your limits. There was a point in Season 1 when Peacemaker literally kills his dad, and he is heartbroken, and Vigilante decides to crack a joke. I cannot tell you how much this pissed me off. Like, this is a constant trope in modern superhero media, and it makes me so mad. I don't understand why they don't want to make the tone consistent for just one scene. Now, as I watched the second season, I could tell that James Gunn wanted to tell a more passionate and emotional story, so the humor was definitely kind of fixed here. But some of the issues still persisted, like even the same running jokes went on forever, and it's like, yeah, first time funny, haha, Adrian, he likes spiders, wow, okay, you're telling the joke again, okay, this is funny again. Okay, we get the point. I really do think that James Gunn is the type of guy that will say a joke that bangs once and will refuse to let it go for the rest of his life. This season also suffers greatly from pacing issues, primarily in the beginning. Like, I can look back at the first 4 episodes and remember them thoroughly, because the script for them was just so stagnant. Like, I shouldn't be able to remember 4 half-an-hour-long episodes scene by scene. And it's weird to me because at the same time, they are incredibly forgettable to the rest of the story. I remember one episode with that one black dude and Economos just going on forever in a trailer, this trailer car, and they're just talking and looking into Peacemaker's house. Like, dude, okay, all right, just please get to the point. And a lot of people are saying that, oh, well, the issues are just the episode length, which is a very dimmed way at looking at the actual issues. Like, I don't want a longer episode that's still just bad and then longer. Like, the actual issues are far more important. Like, you can definitely make 35-minute episodes work, and I don't think that's the issue at its core. But there are also things that I really liked about this show, like Peacemaker. Yeah, he's really good. John Cena is really good. So good, it had me Googling, why do WWE wrestlers always end up acting? I did initially believe John Cena might just not have like much range, but I think it was explored very well here. I also really like Vigilante. It's easy to look at him as this funny idiot, but they weren't afraid to remind us of how psychologically insane and unhinged he really is, and it has a perfect mask of it being covered up by his moronic and laughable way of thinking. I think Hardcore and Adebayo are probably the biggest letdowns of this season, especially their acting, but mainly Adebayo. All right, I think it's just funny how Adebayo acts like an idiot, but then she immediately knows the exact code and the method to opening this dimensional rift. Like, this is insane. How, like, you saw Chris do it for a brief second, all of a sudden she's a genius. That doesn't make any sense. The lines they gave her are also sometimes made me cringe. I mean, I could say the same for Hardcore too, but there was this one scene where she gets chased in the suburban neighborhood for being black, which I also find hilarious, by the way, how everyone was right about these theories and rumors of this just being an Earth X whites only world. But after she gets done being chased, she sits down with Judo Master and says, yeah, there are definitely a lot of similarities of this to our world. What? Mind you, your only impression of this world was just walking down the streets. That's it. You just got chased in a suburban neighborhood by a stampede of white people in broad daylight, and the conclusion that you came to was that, man, this is just how it is back home. Like, yeah, neo-Nazis obviously exist in our world. There's no denying that. But please tell me, in what place in America you're stepping foot in the suburbs of Cincinnati, I don't know, and you're getting chased by 1,000 white people? And yes, this is such a small issue, but I could not help but laugh when she said it. It just sums up pretty much how weak these writers were when it came to writing just her thinking skills for this character in this show. They just did not try. Besides that, final speech to Chris, man, that was good. That was a good speech. I like that speech. But I still think this season had really good highs. It definitely had the best episode in the entire show so far. These really good moments are definitely gonna be distracting to a lot of the flaws this season had. Like, I remember after episode 6 and 7, I was really thinking about giving this show a solid 8 and saying, yeah, man, this is probably on par with season 1. But the season finale definitely snapped me back into reality. So of what this show really served as a whole. So yeah, I think that this show still did a very good job at giving Peacemaker a really good storyline, just going back and experiencing his older brother. I think that's a cool thing. That's a cool idea. I also appreciate what the show did and the emotional moments it wanted to convey in its best moments. I really think that yeah, it kind of left me like, wow, I like this. I really do think a lot of people are really gonna love this season, and I could see why, but I really think there are just some important tweaks James Gunn needs to make for the next season, or just even in the DCU as a whole. I hope he can not kind of keep these same issues persisting. But yeah, I'm gonna just have to give Peacemaker, despite all these complaints I have, a very, very extremely low 7. Not a normal 7, not a high 7, a very low 7. Was thinking of giving it a 6.5, but nah, I think a bare minimum 7 is fine. Anyways, goodbye.